Hi everyone, Miss Ella here from Learn to Grow. Been meaning to share this with you guys. We are making terrarium planters, and this is a project that I've been working with my children, and we'll be giving them away as gifts for family, friends, and teachers. And they're actually really cute, so I want to share this with you guys. And I also had a viewer ask me what kind of plants are easy to take care of, or house plants, so we're going to be planting succulents. But let me show you this terrarium that we made yesterday. So I'll give you a closer look here in a minute, but they're fairly easy to make. You can use a vase, an old fish bowl, or recycle or reuse a jar, and just make sure you gather up some pebbles. You can pick up the pebbles at any dollar store, which is, I think it's less expensive than going to Lowe's. 2 pounds of these pebbles here cost me around $1 at the Dollar Tree, of course. They sell them at Lowe's, I think around $5 for 5 pounds, so you get a better deal going to the Dollar Tree. Now you can also use some colored, glass rocks if you wanted to add some bling to it if you like. Here, so I'll show you this sample here. Now we're gonna show you step by step on how to do this. So first of all, you want to choose your plants, and we are choosing the succulent plants such as aloe vera. I've got a jade plant here that I started. It was actually a cutting, and I planted it next to the mother plant, and as you can see, it's already rooted, so it's ready to go. You can also propagate the jade plants by the leaves itself too, and that's what I have in this terrarium here. So I'll show you this small little jade plant that's starting up. It's really cute. So first of all, you want to get a container. So in a container, I bought this vase/hurricane. I'm not sure, I got it at the plant department at Fred Meyer's. So it was only $5 when it was on sale, so I picked this up. And you want to, in the bottom, what you want to do is put some pebbles, whatever pebbles you want to use. And you want to do that because it would allow drainage, like a false drainage system. That way all the moisture doesn't build up on top, and you don't want to overwater either, so the excess water will go on the bottom here. So you want pebbles in the bottom. The next step is, if you don't want the soil mixed in with the pebbles, you want to put something in between the pebbles and the soil. And I'm reusing a produce mesh, and luckily it's black, so it won't show up in my glass container here. The mesh here is going to separate the soil from the rocks, kind of like a screen, and so that way the soil won't cover the rocks, and they'll have a pretty display here. You can also use a screen, but then the screen will get rusty over time. But the best one to use, I think, is sphagnum peat moss, the dried ones. That way it'll look natural. Next step is choosing your potting soil. If you're doing succulent plants like I am, you can also use cacti soil. It's actually light and it drains well. Or you can just use a seed starter potting mix. This has the perlites in it, the little white speckles here, that will help with aeration and good drainage. So I'm going to just put a little bit of potting soil on top of my mesh, and then next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put my plants in. So you want to start with your bigger plants first. So the aloe vera obviously is the bigger one. So I'm just going to put it in one side here. And I'm going to go ahead and put some soil in there. Cover that up a little bit. So next I'm going to go ahead and put my jade plant. You gotta be careful too, that way you don't damage the plant. There we go. Okay, that should be enough. Ooh, a lot. So my soil is the seed starting mix, so it's got some nutrients already in it. And you know what? These plants generally don't need a lot of fertilizer anyway. Honestly, I don't really fertilize it that much at all. I might be using some of my worm castings and making maybe some compost tea to water this in the future. But other than that, these little guys here will be just fine. And I want to give it a little bit of water. You can make this as decorative as you want. You can even put a layer of gravel above the soil there around the plants, which I think I'm going to be doing. So this makes a great centerpiece. It's really pretty. Let me show you a closer look of the other one as well here. This is the jade plant here, this leaf right here I'm pointing at. So I just picked up the leaf about, I think, 3 weeks ago, and I just placed it in the soil next to the mother plant. It's got the roots already, and it's got those baby leaves coming out. Remember, the succulent plants are pretty easy to take care of. Just water them a little bit once a week, and that's pretty much it, and they'll last a long time. I've had this jade plant here. I have a bigger one, I think, in my bathroom and in the kitchen, but these I've had, I think, for more than 10 years, and they'll stay small as long as you put them in a smaller container, but the bigger container you put them, they'll grow even bigger and bigger, and they're really easy to propagate just by the leaves itself. So I hope that you guys found this helpful and that you'll give this a try for yourself. They make great decoration as well as beautiful plants or a centerpiece, and also great gifts with the holiday season coming up. These will make great gifts for family, friends, or even teachers. Thank you so much for tuning in with us at Learn to Grow. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.